was very excited to watch Heat because Christopher Nolan took inspiration by Heat to make The Dark Knight my favorite movie of all time.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. Now, if you're around me and you gotta move when I move, how do you expect to keep a marriage?
It's a long. Oh my god! Almost. I don't know exactly, but I think it's almost 3 hours long. It's super very long. I couldn't even stand. We always watch movies at night. So when we're watching this, I'm like, I'm too tired to keep on going. So I just went to sleep, and then I watched the morning of the very next day. One thing I like about the case, because look, it's one of these things. I don't know why I like these a lot. When you open it, this is when you. It's so easy to take out and put back in. I don't know. It's super satisfying. Oh, I don't know. I could do that all day, honestly. Yeah, I can just do it all day. But I have to do this review. At the beginning, 6 seconds. I mean, no, not the beginning. The beginning of the movie look exactly like the beginning of The Dark Knight. No, maybe like 5 minutes into the movie. I have like 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the movie, more like that, and then I look kinda is like The Dark Knight because I saw The Dark Knight first before Heat. So I was expecting like a big robbery. There was a big robbery, and it was cool. Not Dark Knight cool, but it was cool nonetheless because they had like 3 stations. One to destroy the armored truck, I think it's called. I don't know. Like that had all the money. So it hit it and then flipped it over, and then they took all the money, and it killed everyone. Well, they didn't mean to kill everyone, but someone just like, bah. I don't know why I jumped. He just and he just shot him for no reason. I think it was because he tried to pull out a gun and shoot him. The security guard tried to shoot him, but I do not remember exactly why he shot him, but I think it was for that. Natalie Portman is in the movie. I did not know that. It did not say anywhere. I saw it in the opening titles, and I'm like, oh, This is. I think this is pre Phantom Menace. I've never seen her after Phantom Menace. So no, before Phantom Menace. So I'm like, let's see. And she looked very young, but I did not recognize her. Yeah, that was she. This is my very first Al Pacino movie. Because I never seen any other movie with Al Pacino in it. So, and I liked him in the role. He was like serious. He got. I think it was Val Kilmer that got crazy, but if I'm not mistaken, it was also Al Pacino. But I'm thinking it's Val Kilmer. Speaking about Val Kilmer, he's the only one that escaped out of like the 3 or 2. Robert De Niro got shot by Al Pacino at the end. Val Kilmer, because his girlfriend like did this, that means like, nah, don't come. There's police. And then Val Kilmer just like yeeted out of there. I don't know how he got away with a fake ID and a fake license, but it's Val Kilmer. It's Batman. I was gonna say that Al Pacino and Robert De Niro at the diner scene. That was a good. I like that scene. Not one of the best. Not No Country for Old Men Twin Cost scene, but it's a good scene because they're talking about their conflict. I rob stuff because I can. I am supposed to put you in jail because you rob stuff. That's bad. Don't hit me again. I dare you. Kinda like that. At the end, it was very dramatized, but they were discussing their conflict, which I'm like, I've never seen that before. They were discussing each other's conflict. Well, I think I've seen that before, but I never really paid attention to it. But I'm like, wow, Al Pacino, it's sitting right there talking to him. One thing I liked that they mentioned is if I look into your eyes, I don't want to shoot you because I met you face to face, but I have to shoot you. And Robert De Niro's like, I will not go to jail, and I will not hesitate to shoot you, even though we met face to face. At the end, he didn't go to jail because Al Pacino shot him, and then Robert De Niro's like, ha ha, I told you. One thing I didn't particularly like about the movie is when Al Pacino's wife is cheating on him, and then she's like, "Why don't you cheat on me? How is that not fair?" Or something like that. And he's like, "'Cause I'm busy. What do you think I'm doing?" And then they talking about the divorce, and then he leaves, and then he sees Natalie Portman, his stepdaughter, in his bathtub, all cut up. I'm like, how? I never understood how he found her. Why he found her, I mean, there, and how she was ended up there. I think she cut herself, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe because she was waiting for her father to pick her up one day, and then he never came. Maybe that's what made her sad. So she cut herself in his bathtub, but she lives. I kind of didn't like that about the movie. It didn't really explore what else happened. Al Pacino's like, "Get her to a hospital." He was running, and then he put her in the hospital. He was waiting, and then he got a call from another policeman saying Robert De Niro's character escaped or ran away. So he's like, "Oh, goodbye." The reason why De Niro's, I forgot his first name, Robert De Niro's the reason why he got caught is because he's like with his girlfriend, and he's like, "I have to do something real quick. Give me a sec." And then he like goes to kill someone because don't really completely remember why, but he's like, "Goodbye, bomb," and then he dies. He pulls the fire alarm, and then everybody just starts walking out. And right when he gets downstairs, Al Pacino's like, "Hey, I know you." And then Robert De Niro's character is like, "Who do I choose, my girlfriend or running away from the police?" See, I'm gonna bill. Yeah, totally. He dived into the ground. I totally meant to do that. So, and then from there, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino like chase each other. And then at the end, Al Pacino saw a shadow, and he's like, "Boom!" And then he kills him. And that's the end of the movie. Well, and then like between that, Val Kilmer escapes, like I was talking about earlier. So I do have some complaints with the movie. Like, for example, like the wife saying, "Hey, why don't you cheat on me?" Natalie Portman's character not really getting a finished arc, and the runtime of the movie. But honestly, I would rewatch. It's a good movie. Not the best, but a great movie. It's a good movie. I do thoroughly enjoy it. Goodbye.